custom, probably the majority don't.
Okay, that's interesting.
More people, the immersion pool is called a mikveh. That's built to very specific requirements.
Yeah.
Some people go every morning, some people might go every Friday in preparation for the coming Sabbath.
Okay.
It's
So you know when you pray, is it you don't do this 3 times a day, do you?
No, we don't bow down.
So what do you do? Like what kind of prayer is it? Like,
well, some of our prayers are recited standing, some are recited sitting.
Is it the one where it's a bit like this? Or is that different?
Yeah, well, some people sway a bit, some people like to stand still.
Okay, can you do it like this? Standing, like if you stood facing
the central prayer of every service, people is known as the Midas, also known as Shemona Esrei. That has to be said standing with your feet together.
Your feet together?
Yeah, like.
Okay, so that's 3 times a day.
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. Do you guys drink alcohol?
Yeah. But in moderation, yeah. You shouldn't get to the point where you're not in control of yourself. You have to drink moderately enough that you can make sure you don't do anything you shouldn't do. But if you keep within that limit, you're allowed to drink alcohol. Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. I don't know if there's any questions I want to ask. Is there anything you want to ask me? Yeah, no, it's interesting. Well, just last question. The long black thing that you guys wear, or the hats that are
furry hats.
Yeah, what is that? Do you have to? Is that?
No, that's done in certain communities. It's not universal. Okay. That's the Hasidic communities.
Hasidic, yeah.
They originated from Eastern Europe. It's not standard.
Okay, what is the ultra-Orthodox? What are they called?
The generic term for the ultra-Orthodox is Haredi.
Haredi, yeah.
Haredi doesn't mean it's not a specific movement. It's just the very, very religious are known as the Haredi. And that's obviously there's different groups amongst the Haredi that come from different parts of the world, have different customs.
You're not. Oh yeah, we've covered that. You're not allowed to shake the hand of the opposite gender.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I heard. Is it true that females and males have to walk on the opposite side, or is that correct or not? I heard this. I don't know. I'm just asking.
No. I mean, you were talking about opposite side of the street.
Yeah.
It's not generally done.
Yeah.
I know in certain isolated places they might take on, some communities take on extra stringencies. I think in 𝐤𝐤𝐤, that's a common practice.
Okay.
But that's 𝐤𝐤𝐤. It's not what Jews do all over the world.
Okay.
Certain communities have extra.
Weddings is segregated, right?
Yeah. I mean, again, you're talking about diverse groups of people. So obviously, some communities are more religious than others.
Yeah.
Some are stricter than others. Some are. And different customs have evolved.
Okay.
So what you'll see in one community isn't necessarily standard of all Jews.
Yeah. One last question. I promise you it's the last one. I promise it's the last one. The Jewish ladies, why do they have to wear a wig? Or like
the married ladies should keep their head covered.
Okay.
Only the married ladies.
Sorry. When? Huh?
You give it to me to finish.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Do you know the thing that
I already discussed this.
it's like a little box?
Yeah, so...
to fill in?
Yeah, what about that? Please explain about that.
One second, can I just... sorry, I forgot what was I saying. Yeah, well, you said that they have to cover their hair.
Yeah.
But why don't they cover it, like, for example, like a cloth? Why do they wear a wig?
Again, that's something that does vary.
Okay.
You'll find in many communities that women are covering their head with a cloth. They call it a tichl. That's like a cloth they cover their head with.
Okay.
Others, there are some quite commonplace nowadays to wear the wigs.
Yeah.
You should know, it is a matter of controversy.
Yeah.
Because some say it's not really in the spirit of the law. It's become an accepted practice. The head is covered. The hair is covered.
That's quite interesting.
The bigger is,
But you don't know about
the more religious you claim.
And that's for the married woman.
The married
so the single woman don't have to. Okay. I've got your name. Abraham.
Nice to meet you.
It was a pleasure, man. Thank you, man. If you have any...
This is put on in the morning, not on Sabbaths and festivals, but on weekdays. You have a box, 2 boxes containing scriptural passages. In these boxes, one you tie to your arm with straps, and one you place on your head. And this symbolises how your actions, your hand symbolises your actions. So your actions are bound by what's written in these boxes, by the command of God.
Is it separate written for everyone, or the same thing for everyone?
The standard text, they're biblical passages.
I'm going to go. Shall I leave?